Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And his first look is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. That was a phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 1st and 10. Sheldon. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They run with Mostert off the option. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. On 4th down, Sheldon. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know the thought?
They got his man complete. going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for Atlanta. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Second down and goal. Rodgers. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That swung out to Mostert. Not much there, only a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. It's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return is Hines. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. The 30. 10. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 39. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Sheldon going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Pushing his way through. And down to the 11. 7. A big play there on the catch and run. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At their own 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They go play action here on first down. That is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Off the play fake, Sheldon. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Off play action. Sheldon. And his throw is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Carolina. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On play action, Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. A very quick pass to Ridley. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Off the play fake. Sheldon. For Marshall, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Sheldon. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Ridley here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, are so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The final shot before break. Sheldon. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Off play action. Sheldon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Looking for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Sheldon. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and didn't do it very often.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On first down, Hines. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And, my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Off the play fake. Sheldon. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Off play action. Sheldon. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Rodgers going to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Rodgers again now. Finds Hines again for the completion. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Rodgers to throw once more. That's going to be caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? Koo for the extra point.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down. Sheldon. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, Sheldon. Caught left side, Hopkins. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
He's going to look deep for more. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Richie Grant.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air. Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Flushed out right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd